Hello, Flosstube. First of all, I want to thank everybody for all the views and the brand new subscriptions. I honestly did not think when I loaded my first one, in less than a week, I'd have 115 views. So thank you to everyone who has watched and to all the new subscribers. Welcome. I felt like I should make another video today. I'm going to be gone for the weekend. Me and my husband are leaving tomorrow. We won't be back till Monday. Yay! We're just heading out towards Bethlehem, PA, which is about a 4 or 5 hour drive, depending on traffic and if we stop. We're just going away for the weekend to the casino out there and just getting away from the kids. And I was figuring, well, I'm trying to figure out what I want to take with me. I'm not going to take my Daenerys piece with me because I don't want to possibly screw that up. And I do already have my unicorn from Charting Creation started. Part of me is thinking, well, maybe I want to start something new on the road. If I do, because a lot of times I take stuff with me and I don't even stitch it. I just take it because I feel like if I don't take it, I'm going to wish I had it. I don't stitch like in the hotels or anything. I never seem to have the time. I just always think I need to take something with me for in the car. And I usually like to take something that's only got a couple of colors. So it's not a whole lot of switching around. I know when we went to Philadelphia in June, I took the unicorn with me because I was only on the black at that part because I'd only started a couple of days before we left to go to Philadelphia. So while I was digging through my stash, I figured, well, I'll show you guys some of the stuff I've already got planned out. Got fabric and the floss to go with the charts, and I'm pretty much the ones I was looking through are all Charting Creations charts. Most of the fabrics, if it's a hand-dyed fabric, it is going to be on fabric from Mo's sale. There's some that'll be just on white fabric because I want it to be just on white. And pretty much all the floss is either hand-dyed cotton or the silk from Mo's sale. Can you tell who I buy from a lot? There is one fabric that's from Hand Dyed by Stephanie, but I'll let you know when we get to that. So let's get this party started, as they say. So the first one, if I'm looking away, it's because I got my stuff right here. So pull everything up. The first one I was possibly taking with me is I might start in on, and I think this all might be backwards for you guys. I'm not sure. I'll see when I upload it, but this is from Charting Creations. This is her Mermaid silhouette. It was one of the first ones she did within like the first 5 that she did. Because there's the mermaid, the unicorn, and then there's a fairy, which you'll see here in a minute. And they all she did them all together because it was like, kind of like the trifecta of fairy tale creatures. If you stitch them all up, you could. Somebody said they were going to do them all on one big piece of fabric. My plan is for her, I have, with the help of my 13-year-old, we picked colors out. So as you can see, all the different things, all the, the different shapes, and there's the reef, there's a fish, and of course then there's the mermaid. So for the reef itself, I'm going to be using reef from Mo's sale. Like I said, unless I say otherwise, just about everything's from Mo's sale. So it's going to have all the different, I just felt, hey, I have reef. Let's use reef for the reef. Then with all the fish, I'm using this silk from Mo that is called Hyacinth for all the different fish. Because I just thought that would be really cool. Then for the mermaid, up until like where the tail would cut off and become her body. So for the tail portion, I'm using this darker green called Aspen. Or no, I'm sorry, this one's Oak. And then for the rest of the mermaid, I'm using this light green, which is the Aspen. I just thought the tail needed to be darker, but I wanted her to just all to kind of be one color, but it all go together. And I've had this fabric from Mo for quite a long time. And I just felt, as you can see, it just gradiates the different blues. And I just thought it screamed ocean. So I'm going to position it that the darker blue is towards the bottom, of course, and then it'll go up like the mermaid would be coming up out of the water. I don't know when I'm going to start her, but this is one of those charts I bought and I immediately went into my stash to plan it out. I have a habit of doing that. Now the next one that I have sort of planned, I know what fabric I'm going to stitch on, but I'm not sure the rest of it is. Like I said, I have all three of the fairy tale trifecta, as I call it. This is the fairy tale. This is the fairy silhouette from Charting Creations. And like I said, I'm not sure what I want to do with her. If I want to do all black around the edge and then just do her in a fun little fairy color. Or if I'm going to do the outside maybe in some color. I just know I'm doing it. It's going to be two different colors. The fairy is going to be one color and then the frame is going to be one color as well. And she is going on, what is this called? This is Stardust on 28 count Joblin from Hand Dyed Fabrics by Stephanie. I just felt, I'm not sure which way I'm going to put it yet. You know, which way I'm going to stitch her on the fabric, because you know how it is with hand dyed. You've got one way, all depending on how you want to do it. I just thought this kind of screamed fairy, even though it's not sparkly. So that's it for that one. Now, another one that I have possibly planned out, and this is also with Jeannie Frakes. Hi, Jeannie, if you're watching. She had this, and then the one day we were talking, and I got an email from her, and she racked it to me because she knew it was on my list of things to do, to get. This is Imagination Unleashed from Charting Creations, and I'm a big book reader, and I just love this. And I decided that this is going to be on white. This is just going to be on plain white. Well, I do have an opalescent, but I'm not sure if it's going to be big enough. I have to double check. But I'm using, for the book part itself, it's going to be this floss from Mo called Darkness. This is from before she started doing tags, or she had the online website from when you just ordered through her group. I bought a bunch of these, and I'm hoping eventually she redoes this color, because I just like it because it's not black, it's not gray, it's not brown. It's nice. It's a different color if you don't want to use black all the time, like for stuff like this. And then for the imagination part, because I am an 80s child, I grew up watching Reading Rainbow, and so happy it's on the first season's on Netflix, and with the reboot, let me put this back on to get a little bit more light, as I use my computer screen for a little extra light. I am using Pride for the Imagination Unleashed, because, like I said, Reading Rainbow, got the rainbow, gotta do it. It's an 80s kid thing. This is from the original run of when Mo did Pride. She has since redyed it and is on her website, and I will, in the comments, put the link to her website. So if you would order, it's not going to be the same as this, as it's a redye, but it's still wonderful color to have. She redid it after the Supreme Court verdict came in. So, go get you some Pride. It's a fun, like I said, it's fun rainbowy color. Perfect name. Now, another one I have planned out, because I bought it because I knew I had stuff to use it, and my hair is just, I'm packing in between doing stuff, so it's just, the hair's everywhere today because it's been up in a ponytail most of the day, is the Goldfish silhouette. Goldfish swirl silhouette, I'm sorry. My daughters loved it. They thought it was great. Don't know why. I think he's pretty fun too. I'm using, once again, this is a color that hasn't been redyed. Or if it has, I'm not 100% sure, but this is an original run. This is called, let me double check. Candy Corn. This is from when Mo was first starting out. It's nice variegations of the different oranges. It's like light orange, a little bit dark orange, a little bit of a yellowy tint. So I thought it was pretty suiting for this because this fish kind of reminds me of a koi a little bit. And for the goldfish, this is, it's 28 count Monaco from Mo. I've used the other part of it for something else, so it was 30 by 20, but this is what I have left of it, and I just thought these pretty blues with the pretty swirls would be perfect for the goldfish. I'm probably going to do it this side because of all these pretty blue swirls. But once again, that was when I was like, got the chart because I knew I had stuff to use for it. Excuse me as I go a little bit off frame here. Now, the one other one I do have that I purchased and I plan on starting, and it's going to be on just plain 28 count white. Even we picked a piece, I had to pick a piece up big enough at Joann's because nothing I had here was big enough. Well, it was big enough, but not, if I screwed up or I miscounted, there wasn't going to be enough leeway on either side. I did get this because there's only like 2 things on here in my house that we are not into. Not that we're like huge fans of like Star Trek and Star Wars, but I love it. I will watch Star Wars, Star Trek if it's on. I've actually watched the Into the Darkness one just again the other day, just because I felt like it. But this is the We Are Geeks chart from Pain Free Crafts. I did go through and match up a floss color for each line. Now, I'm probably leaving off when I do this, and this might be the one I take with me because I'm really itching to start it. I'm probably going to leave off In Our House because I do have a chart that I've already done that is from Love Thy Thread before she went out of business called In This House Rules, and went through different lines of like, in this house we do hugs, we do forgiveness, we make every moment count. So excuse me, I gotta decline this call. One downfall to being on your phone, you get a phone call in. So I did that, and I just really don't know if I'm going to want 2 things in my house that says like In Our House, In This House hanging. So I'm probably going to, just for me personally, because I already have that other thing, I'm going to leave that top line off. Now, I did go through and, like I said, I picked colors from Mo based on what each line to me would represent. Now, I did do the, because In This House we are geeks and proud, that's going to be in darkness. Because I'm thinking that's black, leave that one, that's just a normal statement. So I went through and I picked colors based on each line. So like I said, if I do In Our House, that's also going to be in darkness. So darkness is for In Our House. And because In This House, you guys, I'm going to pause this for 1 sec. I need to get my cheat. Okay, I'm paused. I did go, when I printed this off, I did print 2 of the cover sheets so I could mark off on this side what color went with what line in case things got jumbled up. I mean, even though I have them in a container, I just want to make sure I went through with how I wanted it. So grab my little cheat sheet as I go over everything with you guys so I can just double check. All these colors are from Mo. I do already have them all bagged up and stuff. And if you've not heard of these bags are kind of cool. They're called Flosstube bags, or I can't remember. I'll put it in the comment box because I have them put away. They're really nice because you can feed it through these little holes in the top. I really don't. I've done that, but then I have a hard time pulling it out. I just like these because in that way I can label everything as I put my light back on here. I have the label in here. I put the label, and everything will be in here. Since when I do order from Mo, I order 2 or 3 at a time, so that way everything stays separated. So, alright, done with the side tangent. So, the first line is Once Upon a Time. I am doing that in this lovely, lovely color that is called Snow White. It was from her Princess collection that was done last summer, like in August of 2014. So it's just, it's Snow White. It's red and blue. Can't go wrong with red and blue Snow White. Now, In a Galaxy Far, Far Away, I felt you know, it's Star Wars. It needs to be, to me, Star Wars is black and red. So I picked, this is called Lee. It is from her Disney Princes collection that was done after the Princess collection, because everyone's like, well, you did the princesses, what about their men? So it's a nice black, gray, and red. The next line is The Road Goes Ever On and On, which is from The Hobbit. Now I do have some Hobbit Lord of the Rings silks that Mo has done. And I felt like there was one that was straight up. There was a Bilbo one, and I can't remember exactly what it was, but I didn't feel it was, for me personally, I didn't want that, because I'm thinking it's a road about traveling. I thought it should be like greenish colors. Greenish and browns colors, because you're on the road and you're surrounded. You know, you're leaving the Shire and you're going down the road. Ignore my hair, it has a mind of its own today. So I did pick, this is from her Hobbit Lord of the Rings silks collections. It is Legolas. And like I said, it's dark green, light green, and a nice goldeny brown color. Trying to make sure you guys get a good view of that. And then the next line is To Where No Man Has Gone Before. And to me, it's Star Trek. The red and yellow shirts. You know, Captain Kirk wore the yellow. So, this is from the Harry Potter Cottons collection. And this is Gryffindor, because it's red and yellow. That's what I needed. The next line is We climb the cliffs of insanity and brave the fire swamp. It's not an exact quote from anything, but it references The Princess Bride, which is one of my favorite movies from growing up. Still is. I will watch it over and over anytime I see it. This is called Apple Cider. And this is from before Mo did tags, when you just ordered off her Facebook group. So I just felt like it was the reds, the browns, the yellows, the oranges. I just felt kind of fire pity and climbing a cliff. Then we have Wibbly Wobbly, Timey Wimey. That's straight up Doctor. So I went with the TARDIS. Because, you know, you need the TARDIS in your life. That's all there is to it. Is it next Saturday yet? Then to show the answer is 42, which is from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I picked Thanos from, I called it the Marvel superhero, it's the Marvel collection. I kind of name my collections a little bit when I get them from her, if they're all themed. So this is Thanos. It's got yellows, purples, grays, and a little bit of blue in it. I just felt that, I don't know, screamed Galaxy to me. Then we have We Aim to Misbehave, which I believe someone said is from Firefly. Yes, I'm a geek and I've never watched Firefly. It's on Netflix. I know it's one season. I need to get to it. I picked Fall. Because everybody said the brown coats with a little bit of red, because I had to ask. So I went with this, because it's the brownishes and reds. Then We Believe in Magic. It's Harry Potter print. Right there. So I went with Snitch from the Harry Potter collection. I thought that was kind of fun. Then We Do Believe in Fairies. Well, Tinkerbell. I mean, clap your hands if you believe, right? We all grew up with that. I went with, and this is an older color. It has been redone, but this is from one of the original runs. This is Bayou. It's got the light green and the dark green, which to me is like Tinkerbell, Peter Pan, kind of together. And then, like I said, Because We Are Geeks, I'm doing that in darkness. And because in this house, I'm doing that in darkness. So Say We All, I was told, was from Battlestar Galactica. Everybody said that was also kind of like reds and grays. So I picked Black Widow because I didn't want it to be the same as Lee. So it's a little bit more black than red. The other ones got equally. So that's about it for my game plans on stuff. Like I said, I'm not 100% sure what I want to take with me. Part of me wants to start on the We Are Geeks because I kind of like doing these because then when you do a page, because I go page by page, I don't go saying by saying you can do 2 or 3 colors at once, because that's what I did with the In This House rules. I went down page at a time. So it was kind of fun because sometimes I was doing 3 colors off of one page, 3 or 4 colors. And I kind of had fun doing that. So part of me is leaning towards this being my new start to kind of reward myself from when I finished Khaleesi. But then there's part of me that's also like, well, I'm going to start the book, and then I want to do the Mermaid, and I still need to figure out what I want to use for the fairy. Choices, choices, choices. I also I have a couple other charts I haven't printed out yet that I already have a game plan in my head on when I want to start. That I have fabric for them and colors I have picked for them, from Charting Creations. So I like my full coverage charts. I do, but I'm having so much fun with these single color charts that you can just do whatever you want with them. Nobody's going to have the same one unless everybody stitches them all in black on white. I've even saw somebody saying that they were going to do one of the silhouettes, one of the fairy tale ones, on black and flip it around. Stitch it with all white and flip it on and stitch it on black. So instead of it being black on white, it's going to be white on black. She also said about doing it using some glowed fabric on the unicorn for the unicorn's horn. So at night, the unicorn's horn would glow a little bit. I thought that was an interesting idea. And even though I liked it, I wasn't going to go back and change mine because that was her idea. So if anybody has any questions about anything on where I get some of my stuff, feel free to ask. Like I said, I will put the Charting Creations link, the pain-free link, for their shops, and I'll also put Mo's sale shop in the bottom. Like I said, a lot of the colors I listed are older colors that are not redone. So, every week there's new stuff. I think this week coming up is going to be a redye week on Mo's site. So just head over and check out. And all the companies I mentioned do have a business Facebook page and a group Facebook page. So feel free to go check them out. Tell them Dawn sent you, especially if you hit up Mo. Tell her Dawn sent you. But, alright, well, I hope everybody enjoys their weekend. I'm going to get this thing uploaded and try to figure out what I want to take to wear for when we go out. Because, we're going to be at a casino, and it's not a fancy schmancy casino, but I have a chance to put something on that actually looks nice for a change and not have to worry about getting anything on it. I think I'll go with that. Alright, I will see you all on the flip side.